Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn August 4, 2022. While you can begin the day wanting regularity and familiarity, there can be some mental strain as the day advances. Obstacles are possible due to a Mercury-Saturn opposition. With Saturn transiting your sector that rules career goals, responsibility, and status until next year, you get the chance to firm up these areas of your life, but the process can sometimes frustrate you. You may be dealing with the less flattering elements of your work or responsibilities. Feeling the weight of your duties makes unwinding a challenge. When it comes to others' feedback, try to tune out the harmful elements, if any, and focus on constructive ones. Negativity could pop up for you to face both today and tomorrow. This is because mental Mercury, the planet of the mind and communication, is stirring the pot yet again. He has been arrogantly charging through the sky and will soon catch the fury of an icy Saturn. This guarantees that you could feel quite lonely, sad, and depressed. You may notice as challenges crop up and relationship matters are taxed. Don't make any significant decisions in life or love because you won't be thinking clearly and could end up regretting them in the end. Bad news may deflate you. Enjoy the sleep presence of the moon being void of course for most of your workday. You do not really need much of a reason to relax, so lethargic Luna brings down any sort of drive to work hard. But you might feel more particular about your passion projects when the moon leaves its listless state for vigilant Virgo. You might feel notably more mentally alert and aware of what you need to do. Once you find a project to work on, you will become increasingly busier throughout the rest of your day. You might need to be a little stricter with your budget. You tend to be a bit extravagant at times, and these habits could be catching up with you. Maybe you need to put more money aside for the next few months. Or perhaps you should pay off some credit card debt. Don't be discouraged as you attend to these obligations. If you need more money, maybe it's time to be more assertive about your career goals. Your social life is due to suffer some turbulence. You feel put down by friends and family or even get into arguments with them. Take a critical look at yourself. Perhaps you are asking too much of your loved ones. Hold back a little and resolve the issues by talking to them instead of trying to have your own way all the time. You're spending a lot of time with someone you still don't feel really close to yet. That's about to change, but it might be tough until then. Be patient, it'll click. A tendency to rush into romance scares off potential candidates for your love. Such a forceful approach can have an adverse effect on the person you desire. If you're not looking for rejection, try to develop a gentler and serene attitude, then those you meet find you to be a far more attractive proposition to date. Today, your mind is likely to be on travel, both short-term and long-term. You might have to spend a lot of time in the car today, running some errands nearby, and you could also be thinking in terms of planning a long vacation, perhaps one centered around a group function or seminar of some sort. Your physical energy is high, but there's still the danger of tiring yourself out. In the evening, relax at home. Today's vibrations are going to allow you to finally harvest the fruits of your labor. If you weren't so modest and discreet, you could benefit from a promotion or an encounter in your sentimental life. But your temperament makes you keep a low profile even in the most favorable situations. Apart from a small amount of anxiety at the beginning of the day, you are in great shape and your kindness won't miss touching more than one of the people you collaborate with. Keep up the rhythm. As much as the moon might spend its final hours in Virgo clashed with planets in your relationship sector, the timing couldn't be better. This is something that happens with every monthly visit and is key to better understanding what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. Any personal and/or relationship tension this might create or buttons this might push are temporary, but the insight is priceless. The difference this time is that it comes just 2 days before Mercury, the planet of communication, is due to return to Virgo. Whether it is a friendly aspect to Pluto in your romantic sector or a clash with Neptune in your relationship sector, the moon's final hours in Virgo is energizing things on the romantic and relationship fronts. While the moon can fuel strong emotional responses with Mercury, the planet of communication just 2 days away from Virgo, they will soon find a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Mercury in Pisces connects with Uranus this morning, then shares a minor aspect with Pluto and the North Node of Destiny. This means that today could be extremely interesting as truths are revealed, most of which we didn't see coming. Thanks to the presence of Uranus, we should try to expect the unexpected. You might overhear people talking about a situation that involves you, allowing you to know the gossip about you that's going on behind your back. This could cause some conflict in your social relationships. However, it can help you know who you can trust and who has your back before you let them know your deep, dark secrets. Someone you think of as a friend could do something that affects your relationship. The one thing that's important to know is that you are in charge of your own destiny. If something isn't right for you, you will see today that it wasn't worth pursuing. This doesn't just concern situations but also perhaps relationships and friendships into which you've invested your energy and heart. In the morning, Mercury in Pisces forms a sextile to Uranus in Taurus, prompting exciting revelations. Information is disclosed, inspiration tapped, and surprise sentiments voiced. A willingness to speak from the soul inspires others to share feelings that they have previously held back. Staying receptive to what is imparted is key. Our beliefs may need to shift to accommodate what we are learning. This is an ideal influence to network and make new friends. We have a greater than usual ability to understand foreign ideas without taking differences of opinions personally. Following this, the Virgo moon opposes Jupiter in Pisces, suggesting that, while we should avail ourselves of new information, practicing discernment is key. Changing our minds when presented with fresh evidence provokes a powerful evolution within our own consciousness, helping us to grow as human beings. However, just because we are hearing interesting news doesn't necessarily mean we should pass it on. The risk during the Moon-Jupiter opposition is that we offhandedly feed the rumor mill. Gossip will have unintended consequences, especially if we haven't vetted our sources. Exercise self-control and resist the urge to publicly divulge what has been discovered. The next cosmic square of the day occurs between Mercury in Taurus and Saturn in Aquarius. This could make us feel at a loss for words as we rebel against the norms and conventions of society, or feel that we lack the motivation to even join the cause. Mercury in Taurus is stubborn in its thinking, while Saturn in Aquarius wants to protest against the status quo. When these planets in these signs clash, it can lead to disputes and arguments. None of these planets or signs like being told what to do. Unfortunately, it could lead to you feeling as though the world is against you.